that's what, dude, it's so gnarly when I see like fighters and stuff. Like I don't think especially if you've never been like knocked out before, you don't realize how much of like how like vulnerable you are after a concussion. Like as far as like, you don't know what the hell is going on. Like fighters after they get knocked out and then they have to like go stand and do the whole like, this guy won or whatever.
Or
like,
they're trying to punch the ref.
That dude does. He's standing there and just lights are on, but no one is
just
home.
like
you don't even know. It's honestly like, dude, get that guy back to the locker room. Why are you having this dude stand out here and lose just to show, just to show, hey, you lost.
Everyone
know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like he's just put some ice on it. Get him somewhere other than here right now.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't want to be. He doesn't even know what's going on, and he's got people booing him or people like, I don't know. It's just like, dude, get this guy out of here. Like 100%. He doesn't need to be here. He doesn't even know what's going on. Lights are out right now. So.
100%.
How long after the crash and like you healed, like were they like they wanted to check your brain? Like how'd that come out?
Well, it was like right after. They were just doing CAT scans on my brain and stuff because I was out for so long, and they were like, okay, everything was good. I mean, you're obviously concussed, but no bleeding. Because I was like 100%, because I've had a brain bleed in the past. I was like, this one was gnarly. I was like, I bet I probably have a brain bleed. And I was like, if I have another one, that's not really.
It's gnarly when
bad.
you know that.
Yeah.
Like
I was like, I hit my head hard enough that before that, I'd only hit my head harder than probably that, or been out for that long one other time. And I had a brain bleed that time. So I was like, this is not, I was like, if I have another brain bleed, that's pretty bad. Yeah. So I was like expecting them to tell me that. And they were like, hey, your things came back. You're all good. They were like, honestly, your brain doesn't look that bad for being out for 5 minutes or whatever. And I was like, oh, sick. That's great. Then they were like, but you have something else in your brain. And I was like, or they were like, we don't really know what it is. Yeah. They were like, it's a cluster of blood vessel type thing. And they're like, we're not really that level of like surgeons here, or we don't know enough about. He's like, but you need to find a specialist and get this checked out. Yeah. So I found a specialist, and or really, I was seeing some guys that just the medical unit referred me to just here in Southern California, and just a normal neurology place or whatever that just kind of is basic or just all around brain stuff. And they were like, we don't really know about this. They were like, you need to see a very, very specialist. Like they were a specialist. They were a brain specialist, but not this thing in the brain specialist, which I guess once you get into brain stuff, I guess it's so like specialized and everything that it's, so that he was like, basically I went from, I didn't know anything. They weren't telling me anything. I was training to get back to riding and everything. I was trying to get ready. I was trying to do outdoors, and they weren't telling me anything. And I was just like, hey, and Mitch is calling me, hey, what's the deal? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I can't get a hold of the doctors. I'm not hearing anything. And then I think they were like trying to figure out, because they had me get more scans. And I think that it was like, they were trying to figure out like, hey, this doesn't look good. Is this like, doesn't look good because we don't know what we're looking at? Or is this like an actual, this doesn't look good? And then finally, I think that they figured out, they talked to some other more specialized guys, and they were like, yeah, that's not good. He needs to do something about that.